Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well. So, I am guided to use the Intuitive Caves extra deck. I have already shuffled it a little bit. I will continue. It is a very, very precious deck to me because even though Kev doesn't know me, I have been offered this deck by him. So it's very, very dear to my heart. This is why it has a special place here, because you can truly see it with the candle. So let's see. Oh, interesting. We have the runner, avoidant, escape. Then we have gossip, trash talk and lies. Come on, come on. Okay. Let's see. Beta. This is friendly, helpful, non-confrontational, reliable. Then we have in the fourth position, fortune, abundance, and luck. Okay, so the driving energy here, it is, first of all, very, very, very different energies, right? We have here the avoidance, and then the trash talk and the gossip. This is kind of a karmic energy, right? Even though the avoidant, it might not be a truly karmic energy, but it is, we are talking here about defense mechanism, somebody operating from there. And then we have a very, very different energy. And this is here the driving energy. So apparently, you are very friendly, helpful, non-confrontational, reliable, and somehow we have this gossip and trash talk here, right? Are we surprised? Are we surprised? So, I will take just the first one. Yeah, the narcissist is here, right? We have the narcissist, we have the avoidant. Narcissists are avoidant, but not all avoidant are narcissists, right? Just for us to be clear. So we have a third party, a third wheel. Look at the image, it makes me laugh. Okay. Okay, let's take 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. So we have in reverse work, job, business, and it is in the position of healing. Kind of feels that somebody is losing their job. We have here in the karma optimism, hope, wish, promise. And then we have the charlatan, deceptive, trickster, and fraudster. Okay, so listen. Listen. In the second position here, we have which is the position of relationships, partnerships, friendship, family, or everything related to relationships, right? We have a lot of people here, right? We have 3 people. We have, in fact, twice 3 people. So, and the 2 times that we have those 3 people, it's not such a good thing. So it kind of feels here, right, that you might have been dealing with someone who was not emotionally involved, right? Somebody who's numb, somebody who is operating from a place of avoidance. And so, they are all about having one relationship here, another relationship there. Kind of feel here that this person might even be in a relationship, right? And having things on the side, and they wanted you to be the other man or the other woman here. Kind of feel here that this might not be your energy at all. With the fortune, abundance, and luck here, it is in the first position, it is the foundation, the stability. Kind of feel here that, in fact, we have here those 3 cards here that are a very, very different energy than all the rest. So we have the beta, which is friendly, helpful, non-confrontational, reliable, all those kind of things, kind of reflect to me on the collective. We have the fortune, abundance, and luck, and then we have the optimism, right? So you might have been very optimistic about a person here, but the karma also, it is, I kind of feel here with this beta energy, right? Somebody thought that you would be easy to manipulate, maybe easy to lie to you, easy to put you here in a third party situation. But apparently it's not the case here with the fortune. What I'm taking, it is the abundance. It is also, there is luck written on the card. So I kind of feel that you have been, your intuition told you that there was something stinky there, right? So I kind of feel that you might have taken distance the moment that you realized here that there was this third wheel, third party situation, somebody that was avoidant here maybe. Maybe you asked question, you didn't receive any answers. Sorry, because you are dealing with a runner. But as I saw in the comments, somebody commented about that, a woman saying that she was meeting people that were in relationships and that were trying to flirt with her and seduce her and try to put her in a third party situation. And because she was not interested, then she was attacked by those people. Why? I guess because those people might have felt threatened suddenly to realize that they are dealing with someone that has values, integrity, morality, and so they might have felt exposed in some kind of way, right? Because if the person would have accepted, then then they are from their dark team, so it's okay. But if you are from the light and so you refuse their darkness, so they know that you see their darkness and they might feel judged by you, even if you might not judge them, right? You might judge them, but you might also not. It's not relevant at the end of the day, right? Because they might feel judged just because you are living a clean life when they are not. Kind of feel here that this is why we have the gossip, the trash talk, the lies, all those kind of things. We have a lot of negative energy here, right? We have the narcissist, we have the runner, we have the third party, and we have the charlatan here. Deceptive, trickster, and fraud. Okay? It is in the last position, right? So this is the outcome. So the outcome here, it is that somebody is seen as such. And I kind of feel that this is the reason why also we have the work, the job, the business in reverse. Because they might be losing their job. Their karma is also that you are seen as someone optimistic, full of hope. They didn't succeed to destroy you. This was maybe the case, right? Realizing that the cups energy that they saw on you was not a weak energy. Already talked about that. A lot of people that they look like they're very kind and open and solar. Do we say solar in English? In French we say someone, quelqu'un de solaire, that you have like a beautiful, open, shiny aura around you, like the sun, shining from you. So a lot of people think that, you might be stupid, naive, whatever, right? When very often it's not the case. I say that somebody who maintains their kindness, their gentleness in a more advanced age, it demands a lot of strength and a lot of inner power, because it's not so easy to remain kind at the end of the day. Maybe when you are 12, 15, then maybe, but later on in life, it's not so easy, because you have seen already. People have tried already to take from you, abuse you, all those kind of things. So it's not so easy, but somehow some people still think that if you are in this energy, you are easy to manipulate, all those kind of things, right? They also think that you have never been through anything, simply because if they would have gone through what you have gone through, they wouldn't have this energy anymore. This is the reason why. So, kind of feel here that there is some kind of protection. You have some kind of protection because you are surrounded here truly by a lot of ugliness. A lot of ugliness. But I truly feel that this person, right, who might have presented themselves and their inner dialogue might have been one of a runner, an avoidant, something like that. In fact, they are truly seen for who they are, and they might not admit it to themselves because it's uncomfortable. You won't say about yourself that you are a fraud, that you are a trickster, right? So somehow I also feel here with the narcissist, what I feel here, it is that there is an environment here that is very, very toxic. This is what I feel. I don't know why, but I know why, but we might be even talking about a parent, you know, like an adult child recreating what they have seen of their own parents. Something like that, right? But maybe the parent, it is a true narcissist, and the child admiring these parents might not be truly a narcissist, but they are an avoidant. And because they might feel weak next to this parent and wanting to impress this parent in some kind of way, so they feel uncomfortable with their own feelings, right? Kind of feel that this is the wound here that we are dealing with. A parent that is a narcissist and a adult child that became an avoidant, something like that, right? So at the end of the day, they don't see themselves as a negative person, and one of the reasons it is because they admire someone who is a narcissist. So they are totally unhealed. But at the end of the day, what they are, it is a charlatan. It is somebody deceptive, a trickster and a fraud, right? With the third party here. What exactly does it mean, right? This is a liar. This is a liar, right? Okay, so we are going to get deeper into that. Thinking, what deck do I want to use? Let's use this deck. Here. So, just a reminder, this is a collective reading, which means that it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't take on yourself a story that is not yours. I'm just here in order to give you a little bit more information, confirmation, insights about a situation that you are already aware of. If I'm talking about masculines or feminines, I'm not especially talking about the gender, I'm talking about the energy from where someone is operating, so please apply it however it applies to the roles in your life, and this can be past, present or future. One second, I feel that I need to shuffle it this way a little bit, and then we will get into the reading itself, get a little bit more information about this situation, trying to see if it's possible that we are talking about a friend or something like that. I don't think so. With the third wheel, I kind of feel that it was a romantic interest. Okay, let's see. Tell me more here, please, about the runner avoidance. Okay, we have, wait 1 second, this is in reverse. No, this I can leave like this. This I can leave like this is in the upright, but I will put it like this. So we have here the magician. Kind of feel here that this reflects to me to the trickster. And we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This here is talking to me about someone who is stuck in their ways. Somebody stuck in their ways. Let's see, can you see all the cards? Yes, you absolutely can. I can even move it a little bit more. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel here that we are talking about someone who is kind of in control of their own tricks, right? And they are totally stuck in their way. Tell me more here, please, about this runner avoidance. The Hierophant and the Queen of Cups in reverse. This is very interesting. Okay. We are talking here about someone who presents themselves as being somebody with a high level of morality. It might be some kind of teacher, spiritual teacher, someone who invites trust. The Hierophant is in the upright, which is weird to me, to be honest. But the same as the magician here, that I don't feel that we are talking about the pure energy of the magician, more the magician in reverse. I kind of feel here with the Hierophant that this is just saying that this person, in fact, might be presenting themselves like somebody who has a high level of understanding. Might be talking about someone who has studied something related to the human sciences, right? Human sciences, philosophy, religion, all those kind of things. They might even present themselves as a philanthropist in some kind of way, right? But we might be talking here, in fact, what I truly feel here, it is that we are talking about the parents, the way that the child is seeing, the adult child, right, is seeing their parent. They are seeing their parent as someone trustworthy. And they are turning to this parent in order to receive some kind of advice. Except that the energy of this adult child is so different from the energy of this parent. Let's see, let's get a little bit more information here about all of that. Let's see, tell me more here. With the Queen of Cups here, we are talking about someone who is emotionally fragile, in fact. Tell me about the relationship between this magician and this Hierophant. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, you see? So they are going to this person thinking that they have some kind of... They can give them something. They can help them manifest something. But also with the Knight of Pentacles here in reverse, let's remember that we are talking about a narcissistic parent. So this narcissistic parent doesn't truly want their child to succeed. They want to maintain control. When we are talking about a narcissistic parent, they are often even jealous about their child, right? They are not acting like a parent, they are acting like a narcissist, right? So they love the fact that this child is a little bit fragile, and they are going to them in order to ask them all the time for advice, because it makes them feel in control and strong, and they love it. They love it, right? With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse here, we might also be talking about a fake strategy. A strategy that in fact is blocking someone. And I kind of feel You know, it's the kind of parent that is a cheater, and they will make believe to their child that this is same-sex child, same gender child, that this is the way to go, right? This is what they will teach to their child. Their narcissistic behavior, this is what they will teach to their child, right? You have to act like this, and you have to act like this, and you have to present yourself like this. Because let's remember that a narcissist, in fact, it's all about an image. We see that those cards also are one under the other. The narcissist is deceptive, it's a trickster, it's a fraud, right? It's a mask. This is what it is. Even though their child might see both sides, but there is also a trauma bond there with the narcissistic parent. So I kind of feel here that this narcissistic parent, represented here as the Hierophant in the upright, because this is how their child is looking at them, right? In fact, they are blocking this child. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is emotional imbalance. There is also with the Queen of Cups in reverse the energy of somebody playing the victim. Let me remind you that with a narcissist, they are always either the hero or the victim. They are never the villain, right? So this is the way that they are treating this child. You know, to keep somebody weak, you talk to them as if they are weak. Right? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they are blocking their manifestations. They are blocking their manifestation. Yeah, this child needs to heal. They need to heal. They are avoidant, right? Because of this narcissistic parent. But as said, they admire this parent. It's a catastrophe. It's a catastrophe. Okay. Wait, this I can put down here, as I don't need that anymore. This I will need maybe. Okay, let's see. What is the gossip, the trash talk, and the lies? I kind of feel at the end of the day that you were dealing with the adult child. They wanted to put you in a third-party situation you didn't want. And so they joined forces in order to attack you. This is what I feel here. Tell me, gossip, trash talk, lies, Page of Pentacles. Kind of feel here with this Page of Pentacles making up false realities. Manifesting false realities. For people to let you go. To people not to listen to you. For people to reject you. For you to feel rejected. For you not to have anything from you, for yourself, right? This is why we have the... You have unmasked something here, right? You have unmasked something. There is something that you could see very, very clearly. And at the end of the day, to be very honest here, no excuse to anyone. What I feel it is that it is this parent here that was orchestrating everything. Because I feel that this, the adult child, is a jelly bag. This is what I feel. The adult child is a jelly bag. Tell me more here, please. The world. You have insulted, right? This person, because you put an ending, because you didn't want to be, you know what? You know that at the end of the day, the third party here, right? It can be the parent. Not saying that there is any schmexual something, but this is the person, right? That in fact, I see the devil. I see the card of the devil, you know? Like I also see a game of chess, and I see this person moving the pawns, right? So this might also be the third party, right? And the moment that you let go and you said, you know what, I see what's happening here, I'm not interested, there is something here, no good, right? This person couldn't stand it because it's a narcissist. How dare you? Do you know who I am? Like they were insulted by the fact that you didn't want to deal because you could see that there was here something that was very unhealthy. Maybe you realize that you were dealing with a jelly bag, right? Someone who has no balls. Once again, when I'm saying someone who has no balls, it might be a woman also, right? Even though here I kind of feel very much masculine energies. Even though it doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be. But I do feel, even though here we have a woman and here we have a man, I do feel that we are talking, if this is a father, this is a son. If this is a mother, this is a daughter. This is what I feel. Yeah, and they couldn't stand the fact that I'm attracted here to the fortune, abundance, and luck, right? I kind of feel that this person thought, for some kind of reason, because they are a narcissist, right? They thought that everybody wanted them. You know, very often, narcissists, right? They have like a higher position in some kind of way, right? Why? Because this is what they are manifesting for themselves, right? They need to be admired, and they need to you know, it's part of the mask. It's part of the mask. This is why we see so many narcissists in places of power, for example, right? Because they will sell their soul to the devil in order to have this place of status and power, right? And I kind of feel here that because this person, they have some kind of status, something, money, power, something like that, they thought that everybody would want to be part of their family. Right? And so you refusing to be part of that, because I guess that you might have felt the narcissist in the energy of the avoidant that you were dealing with. Because at the end of the day, the avoidant here, right? For everything, they were turning towards this. It might be a parent, it might be an uncle, it might be an uncle or aunt, it can be an older sibling, it can be a cousin, it can be, but it is somebody that this person admires. It's somebody that this person admires. Right? And the moment that you said, you know what, this is not my vibe, don't like that, this person was very offended. How dare you? Who do you think you are? Right? So they were driven by their ego, because they saw your better energy, your kindness, all of that, right? And they were fed by revenge. Fed by revenge. Yeah, because you decided to let go, to close this cycle, right? Four of Pentacles in reverse, the World in reverse, Two of Cups in reverse. This is why the gossip, right? Because they wouldn't say that you don't want to deal with them, right? So they need to paint you in a certain light in order to flatter their ego, their very hurt ego, right? Because you just don't want to deal with all this weird energy there. Okay, let's see. The beta we don't need to check, right? I don't feel the need to check. This is the driving energy. They thought that they would be able to do whatever they wanted from you, right? That you would be helpful, non-confrontational, all those kind of things. They thought that they could manipulate you, and they realized that they couldn't. This is what's going on here. And I kind of truly feel that this person, the reason why they thought that they are the king of the world and they can do whatever they want, it is because there is here some kind, at the end of the day, a narcissist is a narcissist, right? But as we have here the fortune, abundance, and luck, even though at the end of the day, I think that they might have thought that this would work on you, but it doesn't, because look that this card is in between. So you don't care about that. You have that by yourself. You have that. And you have that from a good place, right? You are abundant inside of you. Okay. Let's see here the fortune. Tell me. Yeah, you see? They couldn't keep you stuck, right? I kind of feel here that we are talking about someone who think, you know, they don't think. They are surrounded by people who somehow want to be close to them for some kind of reason, because they might also, you know, entertain this image of a Hierophant, you know. So people want to be close to them in their inner narrative, right? Because this is how a narcissist think. Even if they are surrounded by people who might genuinely appreciate them, in their mind it is you know, I don't respect people anyway, because they needed the power and all those kind of things. And now, even if they have people that are honestly in their environment and they don't want anything from them, in their mind anyway, all the people, because you have to get in their mind, right? People are trash. No, the real person that is trash, it is themselves, but they don't see them. So they have an inner narrative that somehow give legitimacy to who they are and how they think, and it is by projecting themselves on others, right? They need the power and the status, and they would do anything in order to have this power and this status, and they will lick the ass of some people because they have some kind of power or status or money, right? But then they are projecting it on other people, and they projected it on you, but what they didn't see, they saw the friendly, helpful, non-confrontational, reliable. This is what they saw. And what do we have here? The Queen of Wands, very independent. It didn't work on you. This doesn't work on you. Independent, inspired, strong, attractive, secure, confident. Yeah, so they couldn't keep you stuck. They couldn't. They needed you, like everybody else, to be blinded by the mask and be seduced by the mask. When a narcissist feels that you can see behind the mask, they attack you. The smear campaign. Right? Yeah, so this was their problem, because a big chance is that at the end of the day, a lot of people might not like them at all. Right? But they might be afraid of them, or they might need something of them. There is also this element, right? A lot of people are opportunistic. It is the truth. And I kind of feel that because they are opportunistic at the end of the day, they thought that you would be too, right? We are talking about someone who has no awareness, no self-awareness, nothing, and they were blinded by your kind energy. So they thought, right, that you would be opportunistic, and if not, that anyway you were kind, so you were stupid, right? We are talking about a master manipulator, so they love to have stupid people around them, right? Because they can manipulate them. And then turns out that they are dealing here with the Queen of Wands, someone who has fire. It might not appear in your energy because it might not be the first energy that you take out, right? This is this can be a very quiet confidence. The Queen of Wands. It doesn't have to be like them, you know? This is not a narcissist. So they couldn't keep you stuck. They couldn't keep you stuck. You could see. You understand? You see here, covered. You could see. So you became a threat. Okay, tell me about this I'm never wrong, the narcissist. Yeah. Emotional manipulation, and we have the Three of Swords here that came like this, right? So their intention was truly to break your heart. And they succeeded a little bit. They succeeded a little bit. But somehow, I kind of feel that what happened, it is that in the beginning, you might not have seen the presence of this person, right? And so in the beginning, you were opening your heart, but at a certain moment, I tell you, I kind of feel that you had an intuition telling you you need to protect yourself emotionally here. This is what I feel. This is what I feel. Emotional manipulator. This is a seducer. This is a seducer, and I kind of feel that their child might be, in fact, somebody extremely romantic and extremely soft. You know, they are just destroyed because they are trying to be what they think that this person needs to be, wants them to be, right? They are running after the admiration of this person. Right? Yeah, emotional manipulator. Okay. Tell me about the third wheel. The other man, the other woman. Yeah, you see, same. It came out horizontally. Look what we have here. The Three of Cups. And the Seven of Pentacles that came out here. Right? There is no investment. There is no thought. It's all ego. There is nothing there. Bad investment. Yesterday also, was it yesterday? I had a reading about someone that had somebody very, very karmic. It was not a parent, especially in the reading that I had. It might have been an ex. Here it truly feels more like a parent. I'll be honest, this is what I feel. A parent. Yeah, this person is not thinking about helping whoever your person is here. They're only thinking about themselves, a narcissist, come on. Yeah. Thinking about their image, about celebration. I kind of feel, I truly feel that this person might be deeply emotional, deeply needing to feel loved, have love, all those kind of things. They truly need it. We have it very often with the avoidant. This is why it's so disturbing to be in a relationship with an avoidant, because on one side they truly crave love, but on the other side they are very, very afraid, right? So they are running away all the time. But there is this craving of love, right? And this person might make fun of them. I hear the parents saying, stop crying, only little babies cry. And if it's a man saying, oh, only little girls cry. What, are you a little girl? Stop crying. You understand? This is what I hear. Yeah. Stop taking things so seriously. Life is supposed to be a party, saying big phrases that don't mean anything, right? And it's just, this person is in the energy of cups and they need healing. This person is a fucking narcissist. This is what it is. And I kind of feel also a little bit the grandiose narcissist, And so they are destroying the emotional self of this adult child of theirs. This is what I will say, because this is how I feel it here. Right? Okay. Tell me one more about this third wheel. I kind of, you see, what I truly feel here, it is that this person is telling, let's say that it is a father talking to an adult son, right? What this person is telling them, you shouldn't invest in anyone. You shouldn't invest in a relationship. All you should do, it is party. Because this is a cheater. This is a cheater. So they want their adult child to also be a cheater, right? Because then it justifies. They are trying to tear them into their own karmic ways. So you shouldn't invest in anyone. Why would you invest in anyone when you can just party? Look, Ace of Cups in reverse. I truly feel the parent destroying the child for having emotions. This is what I feel. Okay, so they are encouraging them to be in third-party situations. Like if this person is coming to them and saying, yeah, I have a new something, and it's like a third party, right? Because if this person will never go to this person and tell them that they are in love, right? Because this person will make fun of them. What, you are in love? What, are you fragile? Are you stupid? You understand? But if they are coming and saying that they have like presenting themselves as a player, a Don Juan, this one suddenly they feel proud. They feel they are giving them support. You understand? Very ugly. Very, very ugly. Tell me here about the work, job, and business in reverse. Listen. Lying, stealing, manipulating, trying to get away with things. Yeah, they have to take distance. Yeah, I kind of feel that I kind of feel that people are distancing themselves now from this person, right? Because they are seen as liars, manipulators, cheaters, thieves, even maybe. Yeah. So people are taking distance, and it's a problem for their job. Yeah, but who will want to work with someone who's in the energy of the Seven of Swords? Nobody, right? Nobody honest. Nobody that want to associate themselves, even dishonest people. They don't want to associate themselves. Yeah, even dishonest people, in fact, they don't want to associate themselves because they are dishonest. They don't want to be seen as, right? Oh la la. Yeah. Yeah, they are losing job, they are losing money, they are losing opportunities, they are losing everything. Why? Because they are admiring a effed up narcissist. Right? Okay, let's see. The optimism, hope, wish, promise. Yeah, listen. You could see here that their goal was to try to keep you stuck. You could see that. You could feel that you were losing. This card came out like this, right? So I truly feel that in the beginning, you might not have seen that. We have two cards, yeah, those two cards, they came out uh, horizontally. So I kind of, but who can blame you? Would you imagine truly that an adult person would be such a puppet, such a jelly bag, right? Because you might be sensitive to someone's energy, and in the energy you could feel that you might have been dealing with someone, emotional, but they were just, you were not dealing with this person. This person is a ghost. We already met this person in our readings. The ghost. This person hates themselves, right? Because this person is making them feel like trash. Like trash. Yeah, I kind of feel that in the beginning you might not have understood, because you might have sensed the fragility of this person, but you didn't understand, in fact, that what you sense from this person might have been truly who they truly are, but they are living behind a mask, right? What you saw in this person is what this person is trying to kill in themselves, because this person is making them feel that this is what they need to kill in themselves, right? So you were optimistic, full of hope, right? But I kind of feel that this person felt threatened by you. First of all, they couldn't stand. I kind of feel that in the beginning they felt threatened by you, so they wanted you to move away, right? And afterwards, when they were still trying to somehow have some kind of control over you, trying to drive you a little bit crazy because you could see what was happening here behind the mask, so they needed to destroy you, right? And because they have some kind of authority, right? So they use whatever they had. Okay, I need to know here about the charlatan, deceptive, trickster, fraud. I want to know what's going on here, because I'm wondering if this adult child is awakening or not. Because I kind of feel now that they are losing everything. They are losing everything. And I kind of feel that if they are losing everything now and they are going towards this person, This person, because we are talking about a narcissist, they will take no responsibility of anything. They will make them feel like shit. Tell me more here, please, about the trickster, the fraud. Yeah, they are losing everything. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, they are losing everything. Because they are the one that are seen for a trickster and a fraud and all of that, right? And because of this person is so manipulative and gaslighting them, right? This person might not even see that in fact they have been manipulated, even though they have responsibility. They are an adult person, right? So they have the responsibility. But at the end of the day, they might still carry the whole thing. This person might throw them away, right? Because now you are not flattering me enough, right? Because people are coming against you now. So now stay away from me. I need to detach myself from you because you are not shining bright on me, right? This is very, very ugly. Very ugly. Yeah. But I want to know, do they see that now? Does the avoidance see that they are dealing with a narcissist? No, they don't. They don't. I feel that they don't. No. No, I kind of feel that they are still kind of delusional here. No, they are still trying to impress this person. This is what I feel here. Okay, let's go to closure. Let's go to closure. Lack of balance. Ten of Cups. With this Ten of Cups here, I kind of feel, as the Ten of Cups is talking about unity and family, right? So I kind of feel that no, it just made them even more feel like they are a lost case and they have won even more, right? This is what I feel. Yeah. You have detached yourself because you were dealing here truly with someone who was all into bonding you, right? Yeah, you had to grieve. You had to grieve this. But I kind of feel that you might have the support now of the community. Because at the end of the day, we know what's happening with the trash talk and the smear campaign and all of that, right? People are looking and they see that you are operating from a place of alignment of your masculine and feminine, right? They see. Yeah, you don't have to defend yourself. You are not trying to protect this relationship. You don't care. You know that it's all totally unbalanced. Totally unbalanced. You see them as seducers. This is what you see. Smooth talkers. Bullshitters. Yeah, you know that those people would just stress you out. Because they are all about image, status. I think that intuitively you know you don't want to deal in any kind of way with this family. You don't want to, because you know that they are a burden. You know that they are a burden. Yeah. And because they are all in this energy here of the King of Pentacles in reverse, right? This is corrupted people. This is truly people who will sell their soul to the devil. I wouldn't be surprised that we could even see it now on their face, that it starts to appear on their face, right? Look, the difference of energy, right? They thought that you were a fool, right? They treated you like if you were a fool. And this person think that this person is a total fool, right? Because they saw your innocence, your kindness as delusion, weakness, all those kind of things. Why? At the end of the day, because they are thirsty of status and power, and you don't give a shit about all of that. You don't give a shit about all of that. All you see is that they are manipulators, that they have totally lost themselves, that you are dealing here with people who are totally self-centered, and they don't care to betray whoever they need to betray. And you know that those people are dealing now, or that they will be dealing with the karma that they are supposed to get. And I kind of feel that it is here. It is here. At least for one of them, it is here, and I kind of feel that it's the child right now, but it will be getting to the parent too. I truly feel that. Because here we have the parents. Right now there is still some kind of confusion, right? So they think that they are winning right now. But they will do something that there will be no doubt. There will be no doubt. I will leave it here. Yeah, listen, we have the Ten of Pentacles here in reverse. They are going to lose everything. Everything. And for them, it's the worst thing that can happen. Losing money, it's status, power, it's the worst thing that can happen, because all their life is about their image and their ego. This is all there is. This is all there is. Judgment in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse, the smear campaign. Yes, but look, the truth. The truth is cutting through. How they are opportunistic and how they are all about taking of other people, blocking other people. They think that they are superior. They need people to beg them. They see other people as inferior to them, right? Look, the moon in reverse. Everything will be exposed. Everything will be seen. I kind of feel that it starts. It starts. Right? There is no confusion anymore about who is who. The Tower. The Tower. Yeah. Total imbalance. Yeah, you have put a total ending here, and it's exactly what you needed to do. I will leave it here. I hope that it was helpful in some kind of way. I'll read you in the comments. Until very, very soon. Bye.